I'm Aria and welcome to day 10 of Mini Winterfest. So I finally managed to come up with a micro shell, so a 32 tile shell that I was happy with, and that functions. It's the first time ever, and so that's what I have for you today. So this is also a starter home and it's limited pack and it only uses the base game and get together. I don't think I've used that pack in this series yet, so I wanted to make sure that it kind of got the highlight that it deserves, I suppose. I think Cottage Living is definitely my favourite now, but before that pack came out, Get Together was definitely my favourite in terms of like building and decorating and things, because this kind of Tudory style to me is very, I don't know, fancy not really fancy, fantasy, and it can be interpreted in lots of different ways, but to me it's kind of got more of like a fairy tale. I don't know, maybe it's because it's kind of based on Germany, the world of Windenburg. It's kind of got that like Grimm's Brothers fairy tale kind of vibe to me, so I really do like it. So yeah, I definitely wanted to give it kind of a highlight by itself and not use any other packs with it. So this is most of it. I think I've used like the odd base game item, like nope, I think the bathroom is Get Together. Maybe the kitchen and the bed, I think, is base game. The rest of it is all Get Together items. So I hope you like it. I really like this one. It is incredibly tiny, incredibly squishy, but I think it looks really cute. I do really like this kind of cottage style anyway, as you all know, so it kind of just made sense that I build it in this. I have used all debug landscaping because by the time I'd finished decorating and everything in this house, I think I had like 50 simoleons left, so definitely couldn't afford normal landscaping. But I mean, when do I ever use normal landscaping anyway? I always use debug items because I think they look better. I've also used some debug plants on the inside of the house. I did manage to find some that the lighting kind of didn't look off with them. I think they're too nothing, they're just bushes. I don't know what they're actually called. We have some in the normal menu and then I've used the debug ones. They come in two different colors. I've used like the light green one and the dark green one. One of them I put on this shelf, and I just was looking for some plants to add a little bit more kind of color I guess, because I've used quite a lot of wood tones in here and it just looked very dark. Even with the lights, it still looked really dark, so I just wanted to add a little bit of color to it. So obviously I couldn't afford normal plants like from the actual like decoration category, so I've used some debug ones and I really like them. I remember watching, I think it was maybe Schnuck, and they used the upside down version of, or like they used a tool mod to turn a lipstick lid from the debug menu upside down to use as like a plant pot, which is what I have done in this one. I thought it was such a good idea and it doesn't cost anything, so I think it's really cool. They've done it in several of their videos, so I'll link the channel down below in case you haven't checked out any of their stuff, but I'm sure you probably have. I think they mostly do stop motion, so definitely enjoyable. In here I really wanted to add a lot more decoration, but I just couldn't afford to. As you can see, we're already like down to 500 simoleons and I haven't really done much. I've got all of the like big furniture items down, but then the decorations I think really add the life and the personality to the interior of builds. So especially with starter homes, obviously they're not meant to have personality because they're a starter home. You know, you add that as your sim earns money, but I still wanted to make it look comfortable, you know. So I've tried my best with the money that I had, but in terms of the outside, I may have gone my usual overboard with the landscaping and just gone very wild and a little bit kind of crazy. But I think it looks really nice, and you know, it's something that your Sims can work towards maybe tidying up a little bit if you think it's slightly overgrown, which probably is. So here are the bushes that I use, all the little like topiary shrub things. This one comes in 2 different color swatches, so I used the other one next to the bed, and I think they look really cool. I did have to use the tool mod to resize them because they only size down like not very small. I think this is the smallest it sizes down to, which for this shelf was just a little bit too big, so I did size it down to like 0.15, I think. So I wanted to add some books on this shelf, which I originally did use the tool mod to kind of create my own little like book stack on here, but then I went and changed the wallpaper and it deleted, and I decided not to re-add it because it just looks a little bit strange. I was trying to find books that didn't cost anything, and we only have 4, I think, that look different in the base game and get together that don't cost anything. So it just looked really like thin and empty. So I decided against it and just put a nice gift and a little like, I think it's clay in the shape of a little llama, because I thought that was cute. So I hope you like that. So this is the other one that I add. I did play test the bed so the Sims can get there. I end up deleting this painting because it just cost way too much money, and I thought it was probably a good idea just to have a little bit left over, even if, you know, I don't have anything else to buy by the end of this. I thought it was probably a good idea so that your Sims at least have enough money that they can eat on their first day before they start work. It's right next to like several fishing spots, so they can always fish for food, but I thought it would be nice just even if it's maybe just for bills or something, not that your first set of bills is going to cost 50 simoleons, it's going to be a lot more than that, but you know, you should get some kind of discount because it's a micro home. I don't actually think I've ever played in a micro home. I've played in small homes, and I think I've played in like a tiny home, but never in a micro home, so I don't know what kind of discount you get. I know you get skill gain and like increased mood and things like that, which I think is really cool. So next to the house I add quite a big pond. I couldn't afford to add any of the spawners or anything, and I've used debug like lily pads, I think, or like water lilies, which I think they look really cool. They're just, the green of them is just ever so slightly off. But you can replace those with like paid ones as you kind of earn money. I wanted to replicate some of the landscaping that is in the world around this house, so I wanted to use that really nice tree and use some of the grasses that we have in the world, and I think I put some lavender amongst the grasses a little bit near the end because that kind of what it looked like to me, that was slightly off to the side of this house, so I thought it was really cute. I couldn't afford the flowers in like the outside wall decoration category, so I kind of just made my own with a couple of different debug plants, and I think I really like the way it turned out. I probably wouldn't have gone with white if I was using the other ones, maybe like blue. I kind of wish we had a red swatch. We've got a pink one, I think, and then maybe like a white and a blue and maybe yellow, but I think I really would have liked red because then it would have matched the flower boxes that I've used and the tree and the mailbox. It just would have, you know, looked a lot more cohesive, I think. So I tried to find lots of different coloured green bushes and lots of different flowers that were different colours, and some of them I think look a little bit unnatural. I don't know, they just look a little bit off to me, so I've tried to use them and kind of just make them look as natural as possible, but I think they are really cute. I probably would have chosen to have added maybe like a bike against the wall on like near the front of the house. I've done that in a couple of other builds that I've used this debug wall, so I definitely would have done that. These are the only rocks in the game, I believe, especially in these 2 packs, that don't cost anything. All of the others are like 4 simoleons each, which I didn't realise. It's not really something I've ever paid attention to before, but yeah, these are the only free ones, and to be honest, they're my favourite ones anyway, so I wasn't really that worried. I think they look really nice. So we are almost at the end. I'm just adding some terrain paint, and then I go back in with some little blue flowers that I found that I absolutely love. They are so cute, and they add like just the tiniest little detail just to kind of finish it all off. So yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This is on the gallery already, and the tray files will be on Tumblr shortly after this is uploaded. So thank you for watching again. Let me know what you think, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye everyone.
I could never forget the smell you left on my blue sweater. Can't see the demons no more. My codeine, the empress of my kingdom come. So please don't go, please don't go. Oh God, you look so delicious in that long dress. Oh God, you save me from the past I left. You save me from that, you save me from no more happiness. You say that I could never forget the smell you left on my blue sweater. Can't see the demons no more. My codeine, the empress of my kingdom come. So please don't go, please don't go. Please don't go, please don't go. Please don't go, please don't go. Please don't go, please don't go.